All right, I'm at the St. Paul Union Depot. This is the start of a loop. I'm taking the Empire Builder into Chicago this afternoon. I will get into Chicago, and later this evening I will board the Lakeshore Limited to Buffalo, New York. And let me turn it around so you can see the depot. We are at St. Paul Depot at the moment. In Buffalo, New York, I will take the Maple Leaf from Buffalo, cross the Canadian border, and get into Toronto. In Toronto, I will meet my cousin Orlando, and on Sunday morning, we both will board the Via Rail Le Canadien from Toronto to Vancouver. And then in Vancouver, I will get down to Seattle. My daughter and my granddaughters will pick me up in Vancouver. We'll spend a day in Vancouver, I'll go down to Seattle, and then I come back home to St. Paul from Everett. Everett, Minnesota. To be continued. All right, so I left the waiting room, and now I'm in the other waiting room. And the train is actually on time today, or running a few minutes early, so I'll be boarding pretty soon. And we'll get into Chicago about 4:45 p.m. Cloudy day. Probably be like this the whole trip, so might be taking a lot of naps today. But this is the lovely St. Paul Union Depot, which was refurbished a few years ago. It was rescued from oblivion, and it's a beautiful station. Beautiful station. To be continued. So back to St. Paul. I'm still in St. Paul, just boarded the train. We had about a 15-minute delay as the train was coming in on time, but of course we got delayed by a slow-moving freight train, which again got priority over passenger rail. One of my biggest pet peeves about traveling is on Amtrak is that the freight trains always seem to get prioritized over passengers, and it's not supposed to be that way. Anyway, enough of the complaining. The great thing is, got on the train. It's a little over 9 o'clock. Oh, almost 9:30. And they held breakfast for us. So there's a few of us at the tables here having a late breakfast. So that's good. As you can see, I'm the only one here at the table. On my table, there's some people next to me, and this is it. So, hello, St. Paul. Goodbye, St. Paul. See you in Toronto soon. Sure. So we're moving out of St. Paul, and we're only about 30 minutes behind, which isn't bad.
Okay, good for you guys.
Okay, so Walker would like the scrambled eggs. Can you get that with no cheese?
Yeah, just plain?
Yeah.
Do you want any bacon or sausage on the side?
No, with the potatoes. And then I would like the 3-egg omelet.
Cheddar cheese or Swiss cheese?
Cheddar. Can I get extra cheese?
Sure. Do you want veggies or no veggies?
Veggies, please.
Do you want ham inside?
No.
And do you want any bacon or sausage on the side?
No. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Might be able to
First time to be on a train.
Well, welcome.
So much for walking around sunny Chicago. We're getting into Glenview, which is the slowly coming into Chicago. We have to follow a slow moving freight, and so we're probably going to be about half an hour late, probably a little bit longer, but that's okay for me. I have about a 3-hour layover before I board the train for Buffalo, New York. So this is the continuation of the journey that's going to loop around the U.S. and Canada. It's currently sitting at the Metropolitan Lounge at Chicago Union Station, waiting to board the Lakeshore Limited later tonight, and that will take me overnight into Buffalo, New York, where I will cross over and go to Toronto from Buffalo. All right, I'm just going to do a quick wrap around here of the Metropolitan Lounge. My favorite section, whenever I come here, I always try to come to this corner. It's usually empty, and it was empty today when I got here. So this is just looking out the window on Canal Street. And let's go around. I haven't done anything in the Metropolitan Lounge. I'm upstairs. Looking out the windows again. You can't go out these doors. Yeah. But you can go down the stairs. So this is still on the top floor. Elevator if you need it. There's restrooms up here. I'm climbing back up. What time do you close? ¿A qué horas?
Aquí cerramos a las 7:30, arriba.
Oh, ya. Tan temprano.
Sí, tengo que limpiar para mañana.
Okay, all right, okay.
Gracias.
See. All right, just got thrown out. They closed upstairs at 7:30. Well, at least they got the front part. Okay, to be continued. I'm going downstairs. Okay, going downstairs at this moment. So apparently today, whatever today is, she's closing it at 7:30 p.m. But not to worry, the entire downstairs section is open. It's just a little quieter and less crowded upstairs. All right, and if you need a drink, well, they're closed at the moment. But yeah, it's pretty spacious down here. Look at all that room. I'm still downstairs, so kiddie room with kiddie programs and this setup, whatever this is. Oh, that's pretty cool. Actually, I like it. Okay. So still at the Chicago Union Station and Metropolitan Lounge at the lower level. Yeah, it's pretty big. I didn't realize how. I'm so used to going upstairs all the time. Oh. So that's kind of the non-intrusive tour of the Metro Lounge. So good thing it wasn't that crowded, so I didn't have to worry about blocking out people. There's the snack bar or coffee bar. The Moynihan train station puts all other metropolitan lounges to shame. And then that's one of the exits when they call for boarding. We will be going down there. And so walking out, and the beautiful, beautiful, look at that. Look at that. Oh, didn't finish my sentence. The beautiful, beautiful Union Depot. I've taken too many photos of Union Depot. Can't remember how many I've used or not used. So, all right, there's another stairway, another entrance. This is the big hall. This is where, if you've seen some of my photos of, that's where they display the big tree, the Christmas tree during Christmas time. Right there in that spot. And so, can I ask you for a favor? Okay, this is the Buffalo-Depew Amtrak station, or the Amtrak-Depew Buffalo station. I'll get it right. Anyway, got here this morning. Huge layover. And on the continuation of this loop, hello Buffalo, and there's a buffalo and there's snow, and I knew I had to include buffalo and snow in this program. I'll walk around the station. The Maple Leaf, which I'm taking to Toronto, is running a few minutes behind schedule. I'd say about 30 minutes. And this is it, clearing up the snow. So hopefully pretty soon I'll be on the Maple Leaf heading for the Canadian border and then to Toronto. Expected to arrive Toronto about 7:45 this evening. And so I hope that takes place. So this is it. And here's the platform. Whoa, it's icy too. All right, they're clearing it up. There it is, Buffalo-Depew, New York. This is the spot. And there's the tracks. Just crossed into Canada on the Canadian side now, waiting to reboard the train. They take everyone off, go through customs, and then we wait in this waiting room here, which is kind of crowded, but okay. We are in Canada. I've already cleared customs. Oh, Hotel Europa looks like it's not in business. I'm in Niagara Falls. On the Canadian side, I'm in Niagara Falls, Canada. And this is the Via Rail Canada station. The first Via Rail for me, as we are boarding soon in about another 20 minutes. And I'll be meeting Orlando and Toronto in a couple hours. So finally getting there. Hello, Canada. You're as snowy as Buffalo. Let's see what's around the corner here. All right, so that's the train we'll be reboarding. It's empty at the moment. Like I said, when we get here, everybody deboards the train, take everything with you, take all your luggage, your bags, bring them with you, and then go through customs. And boy, that Europa looks like it's got potential. Could turn into a boutique hotel. Except where the hell would they get business? Looks like everybody here just sits and waits for the transfer and then gets to Toronto. So, all right, to be continued. At the DoubleTree on the 24th floor in Toronto. Getting a quick view of the city. Weather is fine right now. And this is the day before Orlando and I jump on the train for Vancouver. So let's see what the day brings. Made it in from Buffalo, New York last night. Got into Toronto right on time at 7:43 p.m. All right. Hello, Toronto. Slava Ukraini, 24th floor of the DoubleTree Inn in Toronto. Glory to the heroes. The Yellow Hat tribute from Toronto.